Alright, what's good with y'all boys, man? Back at y'all another video. Now in this video, I'm actually answering a DM that I got a couple days ago, so let's go ahead and hop into it. So a supporter from TikTok DM'd me and he was like, yo, I've seen you on TikTok and I need your help. I have no idea how to make a move or say some smooth shit to let her know I'm interested. What are some lines I can drop on her that'll make her be like, damn, okay. Good question, but it's actually not what you think. So in this video, basically, we're gonna break down how to master your approach and how to approach women confidently 10 times out of 10. So what you need to understand and realize is it's not as important as what you're saying as how you're saying it and how you're approaching her. Because it really doesn't matter what pickup line you say or what pickup line you use if you don't sound confident in yourself when you're saying it. If you don't sound sure of yourself when you're saying it. If you're not holding eye contact when you're saying it. It doesn't really matter how good the pickup line is. So what's more important than what you're saying is mastering your actual approach. Being able to maintain eye contact when you're walking up to women and when you're engaging in conversation with women. That's more important than what actually you're saying. Your body language actually being engaged and showing confidence and showing a confident body language, not moving around, not jittering, not looking down, but you actually being still, taking up space, looking her in the eyes, standing tall. That's more important than the actual pickup line that you're saying. Also, your tonality is more important than what you're actually saying to her when you're approaching her. So your tonality is basically just your tone of voice. How high you're talking, how low you're talking, how fast or slow that you're talking. Those things are important as well, more important than actually what you're saying, because all those things show how confident you are, how much experience you have. Basically, it's letting her know if she really messing with you or not. The perfect pickup line is not the thing that's gonna basically seal the deal. You can have the deal sealed and already guarantee that you're gonna get this girl number before you even ask her by mastering your approach. Because for example, you can be somebody that's on your grind, you can be self-improvement, you can be in shape, you can be physically attracted to women, but that doesn't mean that you have game. That doesn't mean that you know what to say. Because being physically attractive, being attracted to women, knowing how to dress, etc., all those things can get you choosing signals, can get girls looking at you. But if you don't know what to say, if you're not confident in what to say, if you're not confident in your approach, none of those things matter. So to actually master your approach, you have to get confident talking to girls in any setting. You have to get confident lowering your voice and maintaining eye contact. You have to get confident putting up more and more and more shots so you get the experience. Because without the experience, it doesn't really matter about what you're saying because you're not gonna say it in a confident way. Because as you gain experience and as you get more confident in yourself, you'll naturally just know what to say. The perfect thing to say, the perfect pickup line will just naturally flow with the conversation because you're confident in yourself. When you overthinking and stressing about should I say this or should I say it like that, you're doing a little bit too much. Because when you approach a girl, she's not thinking, if you don't say this, I'm not gonna give her my number. She's not thinking, oh, he need to say this pickup line. That's not what she's thinking, bro. It's way more important and it's way more attractive to the woman when you can just have the confidence to approach her, when you got the confidence to maintain the eye contact, when you got the charismatic and seductive voice and you make her comfortable and you make her feel good. That's all more important than you being able to walk up to her and compliment her, or you being able to walk up to her and just say something that she done heard on repeat 10 times a day. You understand what I'm saying? So what makes you stand out is, like I was telling you, bro, your body language. All the non-verbal things that women pay attention to, your body language, what you wearing, how you smelling, you get what I'm saying? Or how you're looking at her. All these things she's paying attention to more than actually what you're saying. So if you can focus on those things and let these points sink in, you'll have more confidence in mastering your approach. Because you're putting so much stress on if I need to say this or if I need to say that, when that is not the key, bro. Because when you put so much stress on that, now you're putting so much stress on what if she say no or not. When in reality, bro, you should be able to approach women in any setting, and regardless of what she say or not, it shouldn't faze you. You should get a thrill and you should get excitement and fulfillment out of being able to approach a woman with confidence and charisma, making her feel good and going with your move. You should feel good about doing that. You should be confident doing that. And the only way to ensure the confidence is to get the experience, is to continuously be putting shots up, is to continuously be approaching women and shooting your shot at women that you find attractive. Because yes, you can rely on the choosing signals and you can wait till women start feeling you and giving you confirmation signs that they feeling you to make the approach, but it's also nothing wrong with the cold approach, and that's also a way to basically double your experience, because it's much more difficult to cold approach a woman than to approach a woman who obviously showing signs of interest. So if you mixing in the two of them, if you mixing in the cold approach with women you find attractive, and you also mixing in the cold approach with women that's also giving you choosing signals, it's no way that you can't master your approach. So just get this, what are some perfect lines that I can say? Because obviously it's things that you can say that's better than others, but there is no perfect thing. There is no best thing to say. You get what I'm saying? If she's feeling you, she's feeling you. What you say doesn't really matter. Obviously, you can mess yourself up by saying something completely off the wall. But generally speaking, bro, if she's feeling you, if you're confident, if you're approaching her in a masculine way, you can't really mess up your chances with what you're saying. It's very, very, very few things that you're gonna say that's really just gonna turn her all the way off. Now, for example, let's break this down. It's nothing wrong with you going up and you approaching a woman, you being like, I found you very attractive and I wanted to get to know you better. You can easily get the number based off that. You get what I'm saying? That's very, very, very basic. That's why I tell y'all bros, focus on something like that, something very basic, short, simple, and straight to the point, so you don't have to overthink all that, and it doesn't take all this unnecessary brain power to be able to go up and say that to a girl. If you can just say something like that, how you walk up to her, you introduce yourself, tell her what your name is, tell her that you walked up to her because you found her attractive and you want to get to know her better, and then you give her your number or you ask for her number. If you can do something as simple as that, then everything else will be able to come full circle. Well, basically, if you can do everything else, being able to say that will come full circle. Meaning what? Working on yourself, working on your approach, working on your eye contact, your charisma, your tone of voice. If you work on and master those things, you being able to say what I just said will flow off your tongue smoothly. And when it flows off your tongue smoothly and you checking off all the other boxes, it shows the confidence. It shows the charisma. It shows the experience, meaning you have experience talking to women, shooting your shot at women, meaning you probably most likely get other women or have other women in your life right now. All those things make you more attractive to the woman. It's a complete turn off when you can't look her in the eyes, when you're scared to approach her, when you're nervous and when you really don't know what you're saying, and when you sound just like every other dude when you're approaching her. All those things turn her off, bro. Any dude can go up to a girl and be like, yeah, you look good, I want to get your number. But it's like, what about everything else that goes into you approaching her? What about everything else before you said that to her? You get what I'm saying? Those are the things that really, really, really seal the deal. Because what's actually smooth and what's gonna make her be like, damn, okay, is your charisma. You being so seductive with it. You understand what I'm saying? You making her so comfortable that it's like she's into your world now. And you making her feel so comfortable and good that she doesn't want to do anything but be herself. And you're making her more and more and more interested. The more comfortable you can make her, the more attractive she's gonna be to you. And the more comfortable you make her, the more she can open up to you and really be herself. That's what you really, really, really want, bro. But you have to be confident in yourself to be able to bring this up out of the woman. So don't put so much emphasis on, do I need to say this or do I need to say that, or what line is gonna make her be like, damn, okay. Work on the actual things that go outside of you actually approaching her and saying something to her, because those things are what's gonna actually seal the deal. Because the thing about it is, when you're approaching a woman, you wanna dictate the situation. You don't wanna basically put her on the pedestal and have the outcome dictating your confidence level, meaning what? You don't want to go into situations thinking, what if she say no, or she might reject me? Yeah, she out of my league. You already setting yourself up for defeat. When you lead the dynamic, it's, I find her attractive, I'm going to approach her. It's, she's giving me choosing signals, I'm going to approach her. I'm going to make her feel good. I'm going to tell her what it is. I'm confident in myself, so I'm going to make her comfortable. I know that I smell good. I know that my body language is masculine and is confident. So I can open myself up to her. I know that I'm fully engaged in this situation. I'm fully engaged in this approach. So I'm letting that be shown. She will know that I'm confident, that I'm charismatic because of how I'm talking to her, because of how my voice sounds, because of how I'm flirting with her. That's what's gonna seal the deal and get you what you want time and time again, bro. Because as I stated earlier, let's say that you somebody that's just not confident, you're not sure of yourself, you don't have good body language, but you have the perfect pickup line in your head, right? You basically had the same pickup line that I used in the example earlier, but you don't check off any other box. You saying that is not gonna be like, it's not gonna make her be like, damn, okay, or make you stand out to her if you don't have all those other things on point. So that's why you have to put emphasis on every other thing than the actual things that you're saying to her. For one, what you're saying to her should make her feel a certain way, but it's also to the point that everything else is going to make her feel a certain way. You automatically pique her interest when she smells your cologne. You automatically pique her interest when you just approach her, because most dudes don't approach her. You ask me this in the DMs because you don't know what to say to approach the girl. So by being able to do that alone, you automatically piquing her interest. So this is gonna work 10 times over if the girl is already giving you choosing signals. So if this girl is already feeling you, she's already looking at you a little bit, she might have liked some pictures on social media or something, this is all you have to do. Because if you're not confident in yourself and sure of yourself, you shouldn't be approaching women anyway, because a girl can easily pick up and tell when you're not confident. She can easily pick up on your body language and see that you're nervous. These different type of things. She can tell by your tone of voice how fast or how slow that you're talking, if you're confident or if you're nervous. So if you're not confident and sure of yourself, you really don't need to be approaching women, because they pick up on all these things. And this is why girls be telling you, oh, I got a boyfriend, or I'm not interested. Not because of what you said, but because of the person that you are, because of the energy that you embodying. That's what's turning her off. It ain't nothing wrong with what you said. A lot of y'all say the right thing when you're approaching a girl. It's just the energy behind what you're saying doesn't match up. So she's not feeling you. So she gonna tell you that she got a boyfriend. So she might just give you the number, but she might not even reply when you text her. That's how you get caught up in a situation like that, because the energy don't match your intention. So to match the energy with the intention, which is to get the number, you have to have everything else on point. The biggest thing that you asking, I can tell, the biggest problem is not what you actually need to say. The biggest problem is having the confidence to go up to her. I could have DM'd you back and not even made this video and gave you a list of things that you could have said to the girl. But if you didn't have the confidence, even if I gave you a list of 50 things, it doesn't really matter what you would have said to her, she still would have turned you down. So it's not that you just need to know what to say, it's that you need to know that if you're not sure of yourself, you don't need to say anything at all. If you don't have that confidence, you don't need to say nothing at all. If you don't have that charisma, if you're not gonna maintain eye contact, if you're not gonna have the decency to put some cologne on, you don't need to say nothing to her at all. And the only way that you're gonna really build up that confidence with talking to women and approaching women is by literally doing that. You're gonna know what to say in different settings by talking to more women in different settings. You're gonna build the confidence of approaching women and not caring about rejection by actually getting rejection and using that as fuel to go talk to another girl. Until you get in the habit of doing those things and getting those type of reps and results, you always gonna be stuck in this, what should I say to her? How do I build up the confidence? How do I approach her? You don't wanna be stuck in that position forever, because it's always gonna be somebody else out there who's not thinking about all that. He's just going out and approaching and dealing with the results later. You're putting too much emphasis on perfecting the approach before you actually approach her. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I say this, I'm gonna make sure I do this, I'm gonna make sure I do that. You just start getting your reps in, bro. Just start getting your reps in. If you're on your self-improvement journey and you putting in reps in the gym with your day-to-day life, put in reps talking to girls as well. That's the only way that you're gonna meet the two in the middle and just perfect your approach. Because knowing the pickup line or knowing what to say is not perfecting your approach. Having the charisma, the body language, and the personality that women just flock to naturally and submit to naturally is what's going to make you perfect your approach. And if you want a more in-depth guide on doing this and perfecting this, then you need to go ahead and click the link in the description and pin in the comments to get access to my free guide, which teaches you on how to become a man that women will never put in the friend zone, your master seduction techniques, your master flirting techniques, and make yourself become irresistible to any woman. And as an additional bonus, at the end of this free guide, I attach my course, Dating with Finesse, which helps you become the playboy that you always wanted to be, which will help you master dating techniques and perfect your dating life, perfect your approach, and get laid on command, because that's actually what you really want, bro. So if you're really serious about improving your dating life, make sure that you click the link in the description and pin in the comments. That's all I got for y'all boys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.